Congratulations, you're on session number 10. Man, a lot of people don't make it. A lot of people quit, but you are here. Pat yourself on the back because it's going to be a big moment because you're going to understand something that's essential to have a paradigm shift. And that is being a key person of influence, understanding the 7-11-4, because your social media amplification, you have to be able to leverage this concept, because if you do, you'll be able to move through your strategies 100 times faster. And that's because Daniel Priestley, who created this, who wrote this book, Key Person of Influence, has a strategy for you, and it's a 7-11-4. We're going to talk about it, and you'll understand it, and you'll understand why this is so important. We waited to the end because we only want the people that really want to activate this. We only want you to be able to take this and run at such a fast pace. We covered AI and automation, speed. It's all about speed. You got to move fast now because the world is changing. And if you don't change with it and adapt, you're going to be leaving opportunity on the table. Big opportunity. So let's talk about key person of influence, why it's so critical. Daniel Priestley, to give you a little framing, has built 8+ companies from scratch, scaling, using this formula. So you're in good hands, not necessarily with me, but I have listened to thousands of hours, read every book he has, all 5, 24 Assets, Entrepreneur Revolution, Score app. I mean, I've read them all. And this book is your Bible to scaling. Now, let's get into it. Now, what does 7-11 mean? Because why is 7-11-4? We'll come back to this in just a second, but I want to show you. Leads change lives. You got to have your leads down. You got to be able to generate leads. Because if you don't generate leads, you don't create cash flow, and you certainly don't have a thriving community. So leads, you got to think of that strategy. Okay. Why is it so important? Because today we're in the digital revolution. It's happened. It's now global. I can do business around the world, but I'm doing it digitally. Got to think global. Act local, that's fine, but think global. And Robert Dunbar, the person on the screen, came up with this. People have to consume 7 hours of you. 7. That doesn't mean a website, and that's it. They're not going to spend 7 hours on your website. They're going to be spending 7 hours because they're going to see you on different platforms. They're going to consume your content, a book, a podcast, a workshop, a webinar, a post, things that help people know, like, and trust you. Know, like, and trust. You got to give them the content. That's why podcasting is so critical to your strategy, because it's content, it's digital assets, it's getting people to know you. If you don't get that out there, they can't know, like, and trust you. Robert Dunbar has said 7 hours. Now, what's the 11? The 11 is people buy stuff with 11 buying signals. It's the 0 moment of truth made famous by Google. It's actually 10.6 or something real exact like that. But they have to be interested in you. You can't just expect that one interaction, they're going to immediately understand what you do. It doesn't work that way. The buying shifts when they're making these interested buying signals. They're raising their hand and saying, I'm interested in what you have. So if you're putting out good content, you're creating assets, you're writing books, you're putting a workshop together, you're writing a workbook, You're doing the things to create the assets. You're doing a podcast. You have an interesting guest. You're being present with your guests. You're creating that asset so people can know you and like you and trust you. They only get to the trust after they know and like you. And 11 buying signals is proven to make that shift. Now, the 4 is 4 different platforms. A book's a platform, a magazine's a platform, Substack's a platform, a podcast is a platform, assessment, waiting list, workshop, webinar. They're different platforms. Seeing a post on Instagram, watching a short form video. Those are different platforms for you. And if you use that 7-11-4, like we talked about, you have the path created for your future. Now, the 5 P's in the key person of influence: pitch. Let me cover real quickly pitch. It's not a 5-minute throw up on somebody. They don't give a rip about what you have to say. You do, but don't expect everybody to be excited about what you're doing. You're just boring them if they're not interested. We say generate leads, create cash flow, and build thriving communities. What's that, 5 seconds? If somebody says they don't say anything to me, I don't say anymore because they're not interested. If they say, well, how do you generate leads? I podcast, publish, and build thriving communities. If they don't say anything after that, I don't say anything more because they're not interested. They may be just nice. And nice people don't help build your business. It's the ones that give you the money. That's the cash flow. Your friends and family say, oh, that's a great idea. If you turn around and say, okay, here's what I have to offer. If it's a great idea, do you want it? They go, oh, not for me. I mean, I'm saying other people. Then you have nothing, or you don't have them. You might have something. Don't expect that to be validation for what you're doing, because it isn't. It's when they vote with their dollars. And you have to be, at the beginning, conserving your cash flow, because cash flow is the essential to your business growth. You can't generate leads, create cash flow, you won't have a thriving community. You won't have a business. So the pitch, tight, short, and if you don't build curiosity, you got to keep working on it. Keep working on it. Keep working on it. Refine it. Test it. Go out there. Talk to people. Let them tell you if they're interested. Raise their hand. Hey, man, I want to know how you generate leads. That's an interested person. Okay, profile. You got to build your digital profile online. The world has changed. It's a digital revolution. People are doing business all around the world with you. So don't act just local. I talk to my people at B&I, they're still thinking local. The business changed. If you're not thinking global, creating digital assets, and not spending the time that they spend, oh my gosh, it just gives me chill bumps to think of the time wasted that could be leveraged to the future because they're not thinking global. Global is what you have to have the mindset of. And digital is global because people aren't going to be, even if you're a plumber, you can still create a digital business with your experiences, building the business, whatever it is, you have to define that. But you can create digital assets. You can get people to know you. I like to talk about, if you're in Atlanta, you know about Superior Plumbing. Well, when Jay Cunningham started that company many years ago, it was about companies. He branded the company. He made a wonderful, big, successful company. But it changed. He needs to be the person now because people buy from people. People buy from people. Let me see if I can. Yes, there we go. People buy from people. He needs to be out front. They don't connect with companies. Companies don't have a personality. They don't have an emotion. That's why social media amplification changed that. People buy from people. Here's a few on here. Oprah. She probably got a dozen companies. Do you know all the companies? No. Joe Rogan, a bunch of companies. Do you know all the companies? No, but you know him. Elon Musk. Do you know all the companies he's running? He's put himself out there, and man, people are tearing him down. Mistake. Because he's the Albert Einstein of our time. You may not like a person that's confident. That's your choice. You might not like that he's disrupting the corruption and the things that are going on. And he's fine-tuning our value that we get for our tax dollars. There's people that don't like that. People that don't understand it either. And so they firebomb things. They do crazy things. That's insane. What has the guy done for you to hate him besides disrupting and you listening to the wrong people? You got to listen to the right people. People that are making changes are making. I had a person that said, he's a billionaire, so he has to have done things wrong. We all do things. We all make mistakes. But he's creating a new world for us to enjoy. Don't tear him down. Build him up. Praise him. Support him. And then you support yourself. Because if you're tearing down things, you're not growing. You're not creating. You need some personal development. You need some serious personal development. And there's a lot of people that do need it. So, but anyway, going back to the trust with Jay Cunningham. He needs to be the person out front of his company. He needs to be connecting to people because people emotionally connect to people through the social media. They need to be promoting him. The business comes, but he is the person behind it. So he could be the spokesperson for his company. If I know who he is, I've met him, but a lot of people haven't. So they just hear Superior Plumbing. So that's good. They built up a great reputation. They have a tremendous company here in Kennesaw. He needs to be stepping up. He needs to be putting himself out there. I had a person on LinkedIn. I love ALO. They're a great company. But ALO is a made-up word. The CEO needs to be stepping it up. Doesn't mean we have to know everything about your life, whether you drank coffee today or did what. You can still do what Brendan Bouchard does. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Be the spokesperson. Be the visionary for your company. Let people connect to you through your vision, through your stories, through your journey. And then they'll connect with your company. That's the way it works. So, let me see. Nope, I don't need that. Let me go back to that. People buy from people. Okay. Now, I want you to grasp this concept because social media amplification is about people connecting to people. And you can do it with a strategy session. You can go to PeteKane.me/social media and you can book a session with Krista. Krista will help you with your strategy. Just putting stuff out there with no strategy won't do it. You got to, one, understand key person of influence. Two, people buy from people. Leveraging your content using AI and using a person with her talent to direct you. She's going to help you strategically use your word of mouth through people. And so you can book a session on her website or her page, or you can schedule a 15-minute chat with us. If you say, oh, man, I love what you're saying. I want to know more. I want to get clear on my future. We'll book it. Scan that QR code and book a session with us so you can get some clarity with where you're going in your life. And if you want to be a key person of influence, you want to be part of our community, you want to get out there and use podcasting, AI, use all the tools we put together with you in the masterclass, because the masterclass is real. The masterclass is our ecosystem. Oops, let me see if I can get some color. I love color. I love color. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. There's the color. pking.me/masterclass. And if you're at a stage in your life and you have a pretty good idea what you want to do and you want to jump to the strategy session, you can. Just go to pking.me/SS. Book a strategy session. It's an hour. So block off an hour and I'm going to walk you through an experience, because here's the thing. You have to have the best that you can possibly have. Let me see. I'm looking for it here. Hold on here. I'll get it in just a second. Content. There it is. Okay. There it is. You have to have Brendan Bouchard and the team of certified high performance coaches to guide you through the biggest change in our lifetime. I'm 66, 67. I think I'm 67. Yeah, I think, I'll be 68 soon. Okay. It's the biggest in my lifetime. Biggest by far. And you better have a person to help coach you through this. Because if you have a certified high performance coach, you're in good hands. Kind of like the Allstate. You're in good hands with Brendan Bouchard's high performance coaching. Because we're going to teach you on clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. We're going to walk you through that. We're going to make that changes in your mind. You're going to have a vocal point. You're going to get the mastery from psychology, physiology, productivity, persuasion, purpose, and then the commitment to that mindset of being a high performer. Because here is our community at Growth Day. Growth Day is the fuel to your rocket every single day. You want to put fuel in that rocket. The 5 to Thrive is your fuel to the rocket. Try it for 7 days. See if having Brendan Bouchard coach you every single day, if that doesn't make a significant difference in your life. Then you can decide if you want to go further. And if you do, then just send us a growth ticket, a support ticket at pking.me. And I'll send you my course, Mindset, Goals, and Habits. Our gift to you for supporting our community with your personal development. So, as we have one more session, it's the best one for me because outsourcing has given me an incredible confidence to move fast because I'm not stuck in the details. I'm not stuck in the weeds. I'm not stuck doing stuff that I could have other people that are better for that to do. And so, if you're interested in our magazine, this is our 12-week transformation. We build it around our magazine and Substack. Our KPI magazine, which is 20 people selected to build around you. You are the center of influence. You are the key person of influence. You are, let me see if I can bring it back up. Yes, I know I can. There we go. Okay, let me get this off here. You got to move quick. 7-11-4, that's what it's all about. That's your social media strategy. Now you have to have a strategist to implement it for you. You can do it yourself, but you'll be slower, a lot slower. And you want to move fast. You want to move so fast you've never moved this fast in your life, because this year is the most important year in your life. So you can get the 7-11-4 down. 7 hours of content, 11 buying signals in 4 different platforms. Get your 5 P's down. That's in the book. Pitch, profile, product, presentation, and partnership. Get your pitch down. Short, tight, and curiosity. Your digital profile is your podcasting and other things. You got to build that digital profile. You got to give them content they can consume to be able to get 11 hours of you. Your products, that's your digital products. This course is a digital product. Your presentation can be your workshop, can be your webinar, can be a presentation that you create, but that's the fourth, not the first, the fourth. And then you're forming partnerships, because once you have those top four down and you get it down, you're going to be forming partnerships. You're going to be collaborating with people. Your business will explode. All righty. Thank you for being. I want to congratulate you for making it through 10 sessions. Most don't. You're the exception. That's why you're going to be an absolute superstar, because you're going to embrace the right strategy, the right steps, the right way for the future. The future is bright and anything is possible, because the magic is in you and anything